I had a question last week concerning one of your comments. I'd like to just make this nice and short. Don't want a whole lot of time on this one question. Um, and the question that I'm going to ask is, you know, how do you barter with children?
How do you barter? Um,
How do you barter with children?
um,
You said something about Trump being a child and the Democratic Party should just give him what he wants. Well, do you give your kids what they want when they have a tantrum?
okay, so I see where you're going. Well, all right. So actually, what I was saying was that's how the American people feel about Donald Trump. That he was a bully. That he was a child. That's not something that I necessarily feel. I'm just saying as far as the sentiment of the people. So if that's the way he's acting, um, the way that you deal with that is not act the same way. That's what my point was. That the Democrats are apparently trying to stand on some kind of moral ground, some moral mighty horse, but they're doing the same thing, the same type of bullshit politics that Donald Trump was doing. So that's really what I was getting into. It was less about how to barter with children and more about the Democrats choosing to act like spoiled, petulant children right along with Donald Trump. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I mean, I'm saying, does that help out with the situation or not? Does that make you feel a little bit better about it?
I mean, I think that honestly, I've known you a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you know how to get around questions, and we both do that to each other. That question right there, it's not going to get answered the way I wanted to get answered. So I'm going to just go to another question.
Oh, okay. Listen, let's be fair. Like I said, was your opportunity to come up here and to kind of address this specifically. So, well, what is it that you asked the question how you barter with children, and I kind of just let you know exactly what my point was last week. So, if what I just said wasn't enough, then tell me where would you have liked this?
You wanted the Democratic Party to play pickup sticks with Donald Trump, right?
No, I wanted them to. All right, listen, man.
To give him the 5.7.
Right, but
you
why?
wanted the
But
Democratic
why?
Party
The thing is, why? Why at that point was
to
I?
put people back to
Right.
work.
That's.
Put people back to work. When clearly he said that he would take the mantle for the shutdown.
Okay.
He said that.
Okay.
So why not let him take the mantle for the
But
shutdown?
who didn't let him take it? Is what I'm saying. Like who didn't let him take the?
You're saying it's a Democratic issue. Before I have to say a disclaimer, I don't claim a political party. I am, if I had to say anything, I'm way independent.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So I'm not fighting for the Democrats. I don't hate the Republicans. I'm just merely saying the question.
Mm-hmm.
You are blaming the shutdown on the Democratic Party, correct?
I was blaming the fact that the shutdown had gone as long as it gone. The shutdown was nobody's fault. They just couldn't come to an agreement. So my point is that the shutdown was inevitable because they couldn't come to an agreement. The fact that it lasted as long as it did, to the tune of the longest partial shutdown in American history, yes, I blame that solely on the Democrats.